What's going on, guys? Welcome back to United View. Hope everyone is doing very well. Welcome back to another full view, which is going to get fuller as the show goes on. Flex is on his way. Joe Blackman was here. And then, shocker, the mic wasn't really micing at the time. He was sounding kind of Dalek-ish. But he will be here and probably will be here to laugh, actually, when his mic does, if his mic is still broken. But there is still plenty to discuss in the world of Manchester United. A very interesting day when it comes to comments back and forth between certain players. We'll get into it. Big up to Bradley, big up to Foes, big up to Kenny. Special like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe. Let's get straight into this because this was interesting. Andre Onana put in his place a little bit today, guys. He did indeed. So Onana had done an interview recently. It was after the game at the weekend, after the game at the weekend, and he was talking about playing Lyon, and he basically said, look, we're much better than Lyon. We're much better than them. They're still a good team. It'll be a difficult game, but we're much better than Lyon. Now, Nemanja Matic, former Manchester United midfielder, was in his press conference today, and he was asked about what Onana had said about being much better than Lyon. And, oh my God, I'd like to report a dead body. It was that bad. Because Matic, when asked about being better than Lyon, he said, when you are one of the worst goalkeepers in Manchester United history, you need to take care of what you're talking about. He went on and also said, if it was Edwin van der Sar, David De Gea, Peter Schmeichel and others, then maybe I would ask what they were talking about, but not Andre Onana. Now, Onana responded to that by putting a post on social media saying, I would never be disrespectful to another club. We know that tomorrow will be a difficult game against a strong opponent. We focus on preparing a performance to make our fans proud. And then a little bit of a jab at the end. He says, at least I've lifted trophies with the greatest club in the world. Some can't say the same. Ooh, bit of a jab back to Nemanja Matic. Kenny, what do you make of all that? What do you make about Matic's comments about Onana being called one of the worst goalkeepers in Manchester United history? His comments initially about Lyon, his comments then swiping back at Matic, saying, well, at least I won trophies with Manchester United. What are your thoughts on it all?
My thoughts are, well, as fans, we're a laughing stock, aren't we? We are we're a laughing stock with other fan bases. And I also must think that other players that are playing for other teams and probably our former players are also making a laughing stock of the current players, if I'm being honest. Because I just cannot believe that a professional footballer that plays for Man United has come out and said what he said against the opposition. It's so naive. And to be fair to Matic, he was very controlled, very diplomatic, and probably correct in what he said. I don't think you're going to find many people. Let's say I've been around a lot longer than most people, and I can go back to the likes of Paddy Roach and them that had a bad reputation. But I can't think of many Manchester United goalkeepers that the fan base have very little or no trust in. And I've got to say that, very little. Because even the simplest of shots that come to him, it just has this habit of, I've never seen him catch a ball diving. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the ball comes, that was the stance, you caught it. And now it's the gloves must be that big. He just wants to parry it away. And 9 times out of 10, he parries it back to the opposition. So I'm sorry, Andrew, you should have kept your trap shut, lad. Because all you're going to do, you're going to make, then I'm absolutely positive now that his comments are pinned up in that Lyon dressing room. Absolutely positive, because he should have been far more professional, far more understanding of the situation that you're going into from the club's perspective. The club can't be pleased. The club, this is the biggest game of our probably. All right, the FA Cup was a big game last year, but this seems bigger. I don't know why. It just seems bigger because we all know we're going to feel so empty and hollow. We feel empty and hollow anyway as a fan base. Bloody Lyon turn us over. Oh, my God. He should have just kept his trap shut. Keep it shut, Andre, and do it on the pitch, lad. Do it on the pitch.
Yeah. Flex. I mean, you've been out today.
I know what I've just walked into, mate. I know what I've just walked into for sure. Yeah. I don't know what everyone said before. Kenny, shout out everyone. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. Keep your trap shut, lads. Yeah. One of those, isn't it? It's one of those. Listen, I'm not going to lie. the back and forth. I wish this didn't involve my team at this precise moment, but I'm not gonna lie, football's too sanitized. Yeah. Like we crave for these players to talk the talk. We crave for these players to have a little bit about themselves, a little bit of needle. I like American sports. Happens all the time. Trash talking, wait till game day, all of that stuff. So, and then there's a winner and a loser in it. And this is knockout football as well. So there's going to be a winner and a loser. Someone's going to get to ultimately say, you know, Onana's either going to be able to say, listen, you said all this shit about me. I'm going through to the semi-finals, mate. Meanwhile, you're sitting there with dusted Lacazette and Maitland-Niles and these guys. Or, you know, Onana could be conceding mad goals against Lacazette and throwing the ball in the net and tripping up and doing mad stuff. It is 50-50. We have to back our guy. What I don't agree with is like this, like happy that this has happened to Onana. Like he wanted to fail. Like he's our goalkeeper. We need him to. I need you to rise. Like I said, I need 2017 De Gea against Arsenal now. Like you set it up. And his original quotes, when I read the whole thing, it's not like they said twisted they have been twisted a little bit. They have been twisted a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Like they asked him. It's not like they asked him about the game, and he said, "No problem. We're better than them. They're dead." He never said that. He said all the other stuff, but near the end said, you know, and I think we're way better than them. But if you want to just say that bit, you know, you play for Man United. You know what happens if you say that. It's curtains. You can't say when we're this crap as well before the game in public that you feel we're better than anyone. Do you know what I mean? You just shouldn't say that in the season where we're 14th and we're shook to go and play Lyon. So it's his own fault why that's happened. Matic, to be fair to him, I say to be fair to him, if we discuss Matic's comments, we can say fair play, this, that. But like Matthew says there, he's not really. He's done a self-righteous thing, really. He's made it personal. He didn't say Matic's shit. He said that on the team is better than Lyon. Matic has actually made this personal, which, because he's played for us and listen that people, and because people feel how they do about Onana, no one's really going crazy at Matic. Yeah,
that's what's wild.
That's what's a bit wild. He's made this personal. He didn't mention Matic's name. He didn't say. Until now, where he's saying certain man ain't even won anything at Man United. Fair play, because he's gone in on Onana, called him the worst. That's Onana's right to reply. But to be honest, he's Matic has escalated this. What Matic should have said was like, well, we believe he could have said we believe we're better than them. He could have said, well, they're 14th in their league, we're doing all right, or what? If kept it about the teams, because he basically said, I'm not listening to you, bro. I'm only listening to Schmeichel, Van der Sar, or De Gea, not you, because you're the worst keeper in Man United's recent history. That's a Matic. To be honest, Matic needs to make sure he wins more than Onana, really. Because he went in. But yeah, it's not. He needs to rise, man. He needs to rise. I don't know what you guys think.
Can you hear me now? Hold on, can you hear me? Do I sound like
Yeah. No, you sound like Dalek anymore.
All right. Yeah. Okay, I was so nervous to speak. I was waiting this whole time. I wanted to interrupt, but I didn't want to interrupt to sound like a cheese grater. But anyway, I swear to God, yeah. I just think either one of them has done anything wrong. Yeah. I love it. Like, where's the shit house we've been? Like, we need this back in football, man. It's boring. Football's been boring anyway. All of us must admit that we don't really have nothing to watch apart from the Europa League. That's all we're interested in right now. Do you know what I mean? So at least let it be spicy. Why not? We need something to spice up our lives right now. Yeah. We need some of that Victoria Beckham. We need to spice up our life, bro. That something needs to happen. Yeah, we need to, because to be honest, I'm bored. I'm bored of football right now.
Has this made you more excited to watch it tomorrow now? Because you're like, you know what? Like, this is like, it adds an extra thing into it.
Exactly. That's what we've been missing. At least I want to see somebody. I want to see it in the tunnel. Do you know what I mean? Where's the days gone of Vieira and Keane? Do you know what I mean? I want that back. I want it back. So you know what?
What are we saying? Is this an Evra Suarez handshake? You know when they were saying their hellos at the beginning? Is this a?
I
Is
don't
this
know.
a yo?
I don't know if it's
No.
that deep.
No,
Flex.
they'll
I
be
don't know if
high
it's that deep. Yeah, I
They'll be
don't
high
know.
fiving each other. They'll be high
Must be.
fiving each other. You know
You
that.
reckon they'll just be fine? I was just no. I had
They'll be
visions
high
earlier.
fiving each other.
Obviously,
That's escalation.
obviously, clearly, like not the context behind that, but just the thing of
Yeah.
like that. I don't want to shake your hand, bro. You said I'm the shittest. Nah, move. I'll see you after. Like it could
Hope
be
so.
that. It could be
Hope
that
so.
in the handshake thing, not because of that reason, but I mean like because the guy said you're the shittest Man United goalkeeper there's been, mate. Don't talk to me. I know John John said, mate, you play for this club, didn't win anything. There's needle there. Like I might not want to shake your hand at the start of the thing. Might not.
I want it to be that. Let's make it be that. That's what I want to see. Yeah, don't even look at him. Just his eye.
The Tuchel one, you might do the handshake and just hold on a little bit longer. see you.
Don't go nowhere.
I dare you. I dare you try and score tonight.
Oh.
Go on. I dare you take a shot. Take a shot if you're bad. Take a shot.
But
What
he'll get
game?
the biggest. Yeah, but he'll get the biggest applause at Old Trafford when they call Onana's name out or when they call Matic's name.
Oh.
Hey,
No,
hey.
no. That's going for, no. Kenny, don't do that.
Let's go back for back.
No.
It's crazy.
No.
I don't know what gave Onana like the fortitude to say that. Do you know what I mean? Like the current state Man United's in, was he coming from our club's bigger than yours, where it is bigger than most clubs out there in the world? Or is he coming from we're better than you in terms of we can actually ball out and play off the park? Because I don't know where he got all of this gas from. For me, do you know like them boxes that come out? Like, I don't know, I'm sure I'm at age here, but you know Nassim Hamid, them days there, they come out and they be doing all of the mad, dances. You can't get knocked out after you come out and doing that. It's almost like Deontay Wilder when he wore the heavy mask and he came out in that, you know what I mean? And then, the rest was history.
Went sleep. Yeah.
Onana set us up in a sense where, yeah, it's pay-per-view for all of the neutrals. And yeah, you might get a little bit of entertainment. But if we end up getting smoked against Leon, because they've got an extra bit of vim. Now, I'm hoping the extra bit of vim gasses us up as well, because we need the scene to be like, we need it to be a big occasion for us to perform in it. So hopefully we can use that to our advantage instead of resting on our laurels and getting, like taking the team for granted. That's probably what Real Madrid did with Arsenal, you know what I mean? But I just want us to not chat the chat and don't walk the walk. Like he put us in, he added heat.
That's why that's the real reason we're scared. If we were good, we'd be like, yeah, tell him, man. Tell him or not.
Exactly.
That's why nobody's backed him. That's why no one's backed him. Because we don't want to seem like the fools afterwards. Like, yeah, what? Nah.
And Joe, yeah, if we're honest, yeah, we're backing our keeper, but it's like someone said, we've got to back him because our guy, but there's a side eye because we're all in agree. I feel like we're all in agreement. Most of us are in agreement that Onana is not it. So we're like, we know he's very capable of saying something like this and then proceeding to do a madness as well.
China.
If Bruno said it, would we get the same reaction?
No.
If Bruno said it,
no chance. No chance.
We'd all be behind him.
And he wouldn't say it about Bruno, would he? He wouldn't say it about Bruno.
Yeah, he wouldn't say nothing about Bruno. He'd probably say the team thing because he played. He played. Did he play with Bruno? No, he'd gone about it. No. He did for a couple of years. Yeah, he did. So he would have. Yeah, Matic and Fred and him. Yeah, of course. When Bruno first came.
The wrong guy said it.
I don't know if I missed it or did Bradley.
No, Bradley would shoot him. I think Bradley would shoot him.
Mate, yeah.
After last week, yeah.
I don't even want to. Go on, Bradley. Well, the time has come. Bradley, what do you think about these comments?
I'm going to wait until the two legs are done. If he plays a blinder, I'll praise him. And if he fumbles the bag, like he always does, then he better be ready.
But in the meantime, though, Bradley, you got to back him
call it.
Are you going to choose to back the statement, or you're going to just are you backing the statement right now, though, Bradley?
No,
because you can't just wait till
I wouldn't be doing it.
Now, you see, no?
I'd be showing more respect, and also we're not in a situation where we can get away with not winning the Europa League. We have to win that competition for me. So I wouldn't be saying that. I wouldn't be putting any jinxes on us or anything like that. Because I honestly, I've got a vision now of Matic taking a shot from the edge of the box, and Onana palms it into the net.
Oh, don't do that. Why are you doing that? Why are you talking it into existence for?
And then I'm looking at this
because
thing.
That's
Sky have put this out, which obviously is going to happen now. Obviously, the comparison with De Gea, Van der Sar, Bartes, Schmeichel have got a little graphic sheet. Clean sheet percentages. Onana's the worst. Because Matic was saying it like he's saying facts, he's saying statistically. So these are the statistics. 26% clean sheet record. Obviously, De Gea, 35%. Van der Sar, 48%, highest out of all of them. Bartes, 33%.
Wow.
And Schmeichel, 44%. Goals conceded per game. Onana with the highest with 1.4. De Gea, 1.1. Look at that. Van der Sar, 0.8. Same as Schmeichel, 0.8. Not even a goal a game. And Bartes, 1. Minutes to goals conceded. Okay. Onana's conceded more often. So 62, 62.7. Look at Schmeichel, 105 minutes to games. Van der Sar, 116. Again, he's lost that. And then obviously win percentage, which of course Onana's going to be bottom of. So 54% for De Gea, 68% for Van der Sar. Van der Sar, man.
Jeez, mate, he had a world record. He had a world record one season. He went like 12 games, keeping clean sheets in a row. In a row. We're lucky to get that in a season. In a row. Like nearly in his late 30s, close to being 40 years old. He's doing that. It is insanity.
In a decade, never mind in a season.
Yeah, literally, it's incredible.
Yeah, and we can't really like comparing him like in one season or 2 seasons as well, but to our greats, like you talk Van der Sar, Schmeichel, and De Gea are like United greats in terms of keepers. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So he's always going to lose that in any metric, even if he was half decent. Exactly, it's a sore one, but I think we all agree. Onana, you better just. I mean, it's only round 1 tomorrow, innit? We've got the second round next week, but you like Bradley said, you better just perform. Just or by the minimum, just don't do anything silly. Obviously, if someone scores a worldie, they score a worldie. But I don't want to see it. His name needs to not be attached to anything apart from coming for crosses and taking the pressure off or something good, distribution or. You know what I mean?
But is it not bad, Flex, that we're talking like that?
Yeah, because we're not confident in him. That's why it hurts more. That's why we're more scared, because we're like, this guy has the capacity.
Now he has to have a blinder. He has to have a blinder now. That's the thing.
He's definitely playing. Mistake. Ruben's already said, he's definitely playing tomorrow. Definitely playing.
He's put more pressure on himself. He's put more pressure on himself in this match now. And we already know that he can't handle pressure. So we're all just got a little bit more nervous because of him.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Honestly, yeah.
It's a distraction we don't need.
Did we do these, Owen? Or when was these? When was that?
No.
No. Chalaboy Comics says, no, we can't let Matic snatch Onana's chain tomorrow. Well, I need a 3-0 W and Onana saved to pen. That's what I'm saying. It's the way it's set up. Like Onana needs protecting. Well, he needs to protect himself, but like he can't let him get bullied. He can't let his chain get taken. It's true. Shino says, honest to God, I agree with Matic here. Onana would do best to keep quiet and concentrate on the game. Matic has won much more, granted not with us. Well, yeah, he's won 3 Premier Leagues for Chelsea, mate, or FA Cup. I think he's won in Portugal, and he's won with Benfica in it. So he's decorated, and
with Ruben as well.
Yeah,
and I think a lot of United fans were sorry to see him go, if I remember correctly, because there was an issue over the signing of a new contract, wasn't there? If I remember correctly, a lot of United fans were sad to see him go.
I know Ricky was.
Yeah.
I know Ricky. That's one thing I do know. There's a couple of things I want to talk about actually as well. You guys smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. There's some quotes from Ruben Amorim. Maybe we can chuck a few of them in there. But it was the stuff about the lap that came out a little bit earlier about the release clause being 10 million less than the 40 million we've all been talking about. If Ipswich get relegated, which you say if, let's just say when Ipswich get relegated, the release clause has been revealed, and the reports are saying, quite a few reports, I think it's the Guardian and that as well, they're saying that the release clause would actually be 30 million because of the relegation, not 40. So I feel like that opens it up a lot, because 30 million for him is like Oh, chuck him in as well then. Go and get him. Go get him. That's more like us, isn't it? 30 mil. And 30 mil for Delap, to be fair. That's cheap. That's
Now
good.
Now we're talking
Yeah.
though. But that's what we're
staying
talking
on that,
about,
Joe.
yeah, because we need more than one striker if we're getting Delap anyway. Because I've said this more than once. If we only get Delap, we're all gonna be pissed because we're all gonna say we're doing the same thing again. But for 30 mil, with hopefully maybe getting the likes of, I don't know how to say his name, Kuna, whatever you want to call him, right?
Cunha.
Getting somebody like that in. Cunha.
Tuna.
Getting someone like Tuna. But either way, right, doesn't matter who, right? We need someone else. We can't just depend on him. And hopefully we can get someone even more experienced, like Victor Osimhen. And I know that we're not going to get any of the victors, but I really want us to get one of the victors. That is my hope. Yeah, that's my hope. But yeah, we need him and someone else. So 30 mil sounds perfect, just about right. Chef's kiss, like Marcel would say.
What are you saying on that, Bradley? Like, does that change your perspective on that Delap signing, or have you always thought even for 40 you'd bring him in?
I think 40 would have been a good deal, but I think 30, and he's Premier League proven. Obviously, I know he's only played one season, but 12 goals in that Ipswich side is a really good return. And I agree with what Joe Blackman was saying about we need an experienced striker. If you bring a guy in for 30 million, I think if we do win the Europa League and if we can sell well, then you can go and get an Osimhen on top of that. So I think that'd be a good move.
Firms, you're not, you're still not interested.
But we've been down
Would you
this
take him for
road,
free?
you know?
Would you take him for free? Would you?
You know what, right? If we're looking at the Delap route, I think it tells me that Man United is not going to get another striker. We're not going to get an Osimhen anyway, or Victor Gyökeres. If we're having to look at this guy and bring him in, I think because Man United should not be sidetracked from their main target. Your main target should be a main target, and you need to go and get your striker. And for you to be saying, oh, okay, you've got your main striker, knowing that you've got Xerxes and Rasmus Højlund if you don't sell them, to add Delap on top of that, when you probably need a number 10, you probably need a centre back, you probably need a full attacking wing back, and all these other positions, to go out and say you're going to spend another 30 million on Delap, for me, don't quite make sense. I mean, in the financial state that we're in, assuming that, you know, we ain't got that cash to spend that. So for me, if we go for Delap, it's telling me already that we're not going for Gyökeres and we're not going for Osimhen or potentially any other striker. We may go for an attacking a number 10 in Cunha. So you might get like a Cunha and Delap. For me, is that enough? I don't know. Because like you were saying, Flex, you need to see someone that's patterned, that's got the badges, that's got the stripes, someone that you can have faith in, that can just do the job. Turn a half chance into like a chance. Grab the game by the scruff of the neck. I don't want it to be another discussion when we're like, oh, we didn't create for Delap. Oh, we didn't give, you know, the same discussion that we're having with Rasmus Højlund or Xerxes or all of these. I don't want us having that discussion. Oh, maybe in 2 years and 3 years. We've seen games now where we're like, the conversation has moved away from tactics a little bit and it's more focused on personnel. And the players are getting a bit of heat. And we need to keep it there for a little bit because these guys have been going under the radar, a lot of them. It's the forward guys, and we can't. I don't know, man. Delap, he's not for us right now. You know what I mean? He's like a dibbling. You know those guys. It's just not for us right now.
It's not the one. But ain't that where we are right now?
No, we
Rebuild,
shouldn't.
ain't that? No,
No,
Kenny,
we
you're
shouldn't.
not having
No,
it.
no, definitely not. Not
No,
over
Delap,
Osimhen.
no,
sorry.
not over Osimhen, but just
No, but what
okay. So that's your deal breaker over.
Yeah, no, well, yeah, because all the talk today, all right, it's just come about the 30 million, was Osimhen at 55 million or Delap at 40. Let's go back 2 seasons. We couldn't have even afforded Osimhen. Osimhen was a 120, 130 million pound striker. He was the hottest property on the planet, right? He had issues with Napoli's management because of the way that it was treated from the way that he felt that the club was treating him. So he didn't become a bad player overnight. He was not happy the way he was treated by his club. So he ended up going out on loan. Now, for me, this is where the controversy comes, right? Would I want good number 10s. I want good number 10s. So for me, if you get Eze, Get Eze. Go out for Eze. And that's me, right? But I look at it from the point of view, do I want Osherman? Do I want Delap? Or do I want the money spending to get the ball to the front and create the chances? Do you know, it doesn't matter who you've got. If them chances are not being created and that ball's not coming in. So, and might be controversial. So, but for me, I'd be on the phone saying, do you know when he was interested in Garnacho? Well, we're interested in Osman and let's do a deal. That's me. That's me, because I think Osman would create more in this system, right, than what sadly Garnacho is. And I feel saddened by that, because I thought Garnacho's, the lad's doing his best. But for me, it's just falling round. Everything's falling down around the lad. Everything's falling down around the lad. That's just me.
So you'd cash in, yeah.
Yeah, you're going to have to cash in. But if we can do something with an Oshiman and that deal, then you've got to go. Because let's go back 2 seasons. Oshiman was the hottest property on the planet.
Yeah, and he's scoring pretty much every game. His numbers are ridiculous this year as well. Pretty much
exactly.
the same. He's doing the same thing. It's not like, I know.
No, it's not. Exactly.
Stuff, but he's still doing it.
Exactly.
Shout out to Good Vibes, John. Let's just fix up that.
Man, like
yes, what are you saying?
What's going on, family? How we doing?
Good.
We're good. We've just been we've been discussing the Onana and Matic situation.
Okay.
And which moved us on, and we did that, and then we started talking about the Delap asking price, the release clause going down. But since you're just entering now, bro, I've got to get your take on it, because I know you're on the good vibes. Is Onana on good vibes to you, or is he on stupid vibes? What are you saying?
Probably. So I wasn't able to listen to the stream ahead of time, but probably the opposite of whatever Bradley said is probably going to be my take.
To be fair, I don't know if we're on the Onana one. I think you might agree, but you know what? This is funny. You haven't seen it. So what? Okay, I'll tell you if it was opposite or not. What is your opinion on the Onana versus kind of Matic thing? Like, should Onana have just kept his mouth shut? Do you like it? Does the game need more of this?
The game definitely needs more of this, but I think there's a time and place for it. And I think for somebody like Andre Onana, who has already had pressure and sort of his own fires that he needed to take care of prior to all of this, Man United fans remember the Champions League situation, the European situation with respect to Onana's blunders last time around. So he has a lot on his plate already to deal with. And if he wants to start beef with a former Manchester United player, although he hasn't won any trophies, which Andre Onana did call out, he's still been pretty good, you know? So the idea that Andre Onana is calling somebody like Matic out in this situation now, I don't think it's the right time. It might be the right place, but not the right time. The game definitely needs more of this stuff, but I don't know if Andre is the type of person that should be. I don't know if he's in the right moment to be doing something like this.
Yeah, this is not the right time. Well, to be fair, you pretty much agree with Bradley on that one.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's basically what Bradley was saying. Bradley was saying, he better win it. I'm going to wait till the end. And if we go through and he plays well, I'll praise him. If he doesn't,
can I ask Bradley? Bradley, do you rate Andre Onana in this situation? Do you like that? Do you like him right now?
I don't like him as a goalkeeper, but
okay.
I don't think he's good enough.
Okay.
But I hope he has a good game. He needs to have a good game, especially coming out with that. Otherwise, he's going to look like an idiot.
Right.
And I'll definitely call him out, because I'll call out anyone who has a bad game and has all the talk.
Fair.
Doesn't back it up.
Exactly. I mean, I think this is a double-edged sword situation. If he picks this fight and he comes out victorious, then fantastic. He's going to be the winner. He's going to take all the W's from this. 100%. But then if I hear anything similar to Ryan Cherky takes a shot and Andre Onana parries into danger and Matic scores for Leon. If I hear anything similar to that, oh my days, they will be coming for Onana.
I just said that as well.
You and Bradley are on the same vibes.
Oh, wow, Bradley, the one time we agree, I wasn't there. Damn. Okay. Yeah. As much as I love Onana, I just feel like he picked a fight on this one, and he better hope he wins. He better hope he comes out the winner from this one.
Yeah, he definitely does.
Solo fight. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why. Because no one is backing him.
No,
not back him.
We have to back him. We have to back him.
You said you're gonna back him. But you said he's gonna back him. But at the same time, you said you're nervous about it. What everybody else here is nervous about. And that's the
Yeah,
issue.
so it's like your friend going into a fight, you know he can get knocked out, but like I was
just about to use that kind of analogy, Flex. I was going to say, you know, when you've got that one friend, he's a bit of a dick, yeah, and someone starts going at him, and then you go, I know he's right. He is right. You are a dick, but you're my friend first, and I don't know the other guy, so I've got to back you.
If you got homies, if you got homies like that, they're gonna walk into and you know they're gonna get their ass whooped. As a homie, what you need to do is be like, as he's getting his ass whooped and they're all walking away from him, you got to be the one like, I told you so, get him up, you know what I'm saying? Brush his back off, you know? That's what we're here for. I'm not saying he's going to get his ass whooped.
The minute he concedes one goal.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I'm getting rushed. All right, okay, here we go.
What if it's that guy, though? You know, when you've got a bunch of friends, yeah? You've got a guy that always starts stuff when you don't need to start stuff. And then he's the one who always gets knocked out first.
The chatty one.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Why do you keep starting stuff if you know you're gonna get knocked out first? Yeah. And then this is what I'm saying. Can you back that all the time? Like, bro, don't start nothing. It won't be nothing.
You get the butter at Brock's Park, bro.
Yeah, but those are the type of homies. Those are the type of friends that need to get their ass whooped by other people. You ain't gonna educate him on that. You can't teach him that lesson. He got to go learn that on his own. You know what I'm saying?
He's about to start then. We don't need this right now then. That's the
we
problem,
don't.
isn't it?
We don't. You're right.
I promise you,
this right.
if he has a clanger, the fan base are going to turn on him even more. It's going to be on him even more.
Not even a clanger. I'm talking just a bit of a kick that goes out for play, something like that. People will be like, "This is what Match is talking about." Well, we're going to like the sort of big dramatic. He fumbles it in the net when he's just sort of got his foot on the ball, and it's just quite slow, and everyone's going, "Go on!"
I'm gonna make a bold prediction.
Do something.
I'm gonna make a bold prediction. Andre Onana is gonna have a fantastic performance over the two legs. I said it. If he doesn't, I can come back on here and y'all can call my ass out. Y'all can slaughter me. All right, I said it.
What'll be interesting? What'll be interesting if Robbie Savage is doing the commentary, right?
Oh God,
the punditry. See how many times he mentions this Matic and thing. You see how many times he mentions it.
Of course,
because
he will. And like I said, guys, the bottom line is he just needs to perform. Just do his job as rookie. If he does his job, all of this goes away. You know what I mean? Well, he could still do his job within reason. We could actually still go out. Like, say they scored some goals where the defenders were idiots, or someone scored their own goal. There's a way we could go out where it ain't actually his fault. But for starters, just do his job. And it's true. Like, he spoke about the team. Like I said, he didn't speak about Matic personally.
He actually decided his career.
What, at Man United?
Yeah, because if he has a good game and then he turns it around, we can use that as like the catalyst. But then if he has a bad game, then he's almost like shot himself in the foot, really. And then even like,
and we all know, and then we've been right all along.
Does anyone think he will turn it around though?
No.
I think our defense potential. I think our defense has turned a slight corner where I think we're a little bit more solid, and I think that's going to say so. Your Euros, your Delits, you know, these guys, Mazraoui, they've been putting out like 7s as standard. Yeah, Delit is even an 8. Like, they've been putting out solid.
So he's only going to do it because he's good. He's going to do it because he face less shots and get protected.
Yeah. That'll be
he's not going to turn it around. Then the defense will turn it around. Basically,
the defense will go. That's the equivalent of going with your friend. Listen, when that guy comes to throw that first ball to you, I'm going to step it. He ain't hitting you on my watch. I'm not even letting you fight. That's what we're saying.
Yeah. I'm Kit fan. I'll back it. That's what they're doing. Yeah, don't worry.
This is what Onana
like, did you say to the other guy, not today. No one's fighting.
Today, bro.
No one's fighting. No one's fighting. Oh,
Onana's looking at the defense like they're his boys, and then he's at the back and he's giving it the big and at the back, and like, oh, you guys, go and defend me, go and sort me out, and he's there just.
No. Then he let him go.
Oh man, Red Baron says John has a Mancunian heart with that talk. Slaughter you. Yeah. And I do know. I think Onana's the guy's way. If we do go through with both legs, well, we will because we're going to win the Europa League. But he's the guy who, I mean, that's just my new thing that I say all the time. Don't care, just say it all the time. He's the guy that will be mad humble afterwards as well.
Oh,
listen, my friend. Like my friend, I just play my game. I just play my game, my friend.
Flex,
like,
don't forget, if it's 2 draws, penalty shootout. Matic will take a penalty against. Oh,
And he will save that. And he will save that.
He ain't saving nothing. You know this. I know this.
Clip
Everyone
it.
knows this.
Clip it.
Now we'll bring Bayern Deer on for the shootout.
Oh,
119th minute. Bayern Deer sub for Onana, bro.
Hey, could happen.
Then everyone's happy. Matic was right that he's a bad goalie, but then Matic also gets out because Bayern Deer saved all the pens. So there you go. The other thing, John, before you just as you came in, was basically, I don't know if you saw it today on X, bro, in the reports, that if Ipswich get relegated, which is very, very likely, if not definite, the release clause for Liam Delap is actually 30 million because of a relegation clause. It's not 40 million. So the 40 million that everyone's sort of discussing him at that price point, people are just discussing, has that changed your opinion? That's actually 10 million less, because 30 million is quite an attractive price point.
Definitely. I mean, that is an attractive price point, and I'm sure we won't be the only team chasing that signature if that price is that low. But with all due respect, I do rate Liam Delap. I think there's a quality striker and a quality forward there. But I also do believe that for two reasons, United shouldn't be going for him. A, I don't think it's the right time in his career at this moment for us, because what we need right now is a veteran striker. We have this weird balance of youth and experience going on at United. If we're looking at the back line, we have Harry Maguire, who's more of the veteran defender, Matthijs de Ligt, sort of the reaching his peak, almost at the peak type of situation. Lenny Yoro, a young player. There's a good balance in the defensive area. In midfield, I think we need to find a little bit more balance, but we do have somebody like Manuel Ugarte. We have Casemiro. You can throw Mason Mount, Bruno Fernandes in that mix. There is a decent blend of youth and experience if we're just purely looking at age numbers. But in the forward line, we only have Joshua Zirkzee and Rasmus Højlund. There's two young strikers there, and what we need is an experienced number 9. And I don't know if experience usually equates to age, but it sometimes does. And I don't think Liam Delap would be the kind of person that we need right now. I know I think last show, Joe, and you guys were talking about like United potentially like signing these players on a good price and then selling them out. United can't be like that. I'm sorry, we can't. We can sign young players and flip them around later. But if there's one standard I will not drop, is that we need to have a serious number 9. We need goals. And we need to bring somebody. He might not need to be prem proven, but he needs to have experience, and he needs to be ready to just come in and be like, I'm only learning to adapt. I'm not learning the game right now. Like, I need to go. You know what I'm saying? And somebody like a Victor Osimhen, for me, is the go-to guy in that respect.
Yeah, I 100% agree. That's what I was saying. That's my non-negotiable this year out of everything. If you've got to spread it thin other places to, you know what I mean, rob Peter to pay Paul in other positions and try and spread it out a little bit, cool. But just the 9 one, that's my non-negotiable this summer. I'm with you.
Do you reckon we get
ask you a question though. Would you, if you could get Mateta for 40 and Delap for 30, who would you go for?
Me personally, I would go Mateta for 40. I don't rate Delap. I've been getting slaughtered.
You don't rate him? Oh, you don't rate him at all?
I don't rate him like that. You know what I'm saying? The Twitter like if you go on X, so Twitter, there people are glazing Delap. And again, he's a good player, but I don't rate him like that. I don't think he's going to be that huge of an upgrade. He's intelligent. I think he gets sort of overlooked in terms of his physical elements. I think he's got really everything he needs to be a good striker, but I don't know if he's got that. You know what I'm saying? We need that. He don't got that right now. He just got. I need the.
So his future potential doesn't sway you.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Mateta would be better for us.
Mateta. Who you having, Kenny? Mateta or Liam Delap at 30?
Yeah. I just know Delap. Yeah, I would. He should be coming off the bench striker. Do you know what I mean? Sadly, we get young Delap, right? The expectation levels, as we've seen at Manchester United, they can break a player. You've got to have a bit more experience.
Could it be that kid who can? Could it be that kid mentally who actually could deal with it and deliver and make us better?
Are we willing to find out? Are we willing to find out though?
Yeah.
We can't afford.
We're not willing.
We're not willing.
Do you think we should be, Joe? Do you think we should be willing to find out?
No. Do you know what? Yeah, it's too long. And you know what? We all know what will happen in this fan base. We're all too. Look with Xerxes, that was so quick, and it's because Højlund was even worse, but not even say even worse, but it's because he's had a terrible time, and then Xerxes comes in and he's not doing so good. To bring another young striker in who's not proven, it's only going to get bad. It's only going to get even worse for him. And the thing is, I think we should concentrate on what Kenny said actually earlier and concentrate in getting some people who are going to get the ball to the forward. That's what we actually do need to concentrate on more than anything else. I know that you say your non-negotiables getting that experienced number 9, but if that experienced number 9 still ain't getting the ball sent to him, he's going to have to do this solo show by himself. And it's not possible. Yeah, I think someone put it in the chat earlier that Osimhen is a box striker. He needs the ball to feet. He needs the ball played to him. He doesn't create much by himself. So if that's going to be the case, what's the point in buying Osimhen if no one else is going to be providing the ball? I think it all depends on what we're going to do with the up front line. Yeah, the whole of them, all of them. Are we going to keep Garnacho? Are we going to keep Højlund? So do we need another young development striker or what? What is going on with the strikers in general and the up front line?
I think our greatest frustration is not the fact that our striker doesn't score goals. It's the fact that the people that should be supplying the chances just are so selfish. They're just so selfish. They just want to shoot on their own and they don't see the passes. They don't make the runs. They're just not doing it. So my frustration is not around the fact with young Højlund. My frustration is more around Garnacho cutting inside. When Anthony was playing, cutting inside and shooting. Terrible. Absolutely awful. Awful.
Yeah,
so that's my frustration. 2 number 10s, without a doubt. For this system, that's you've got to have. If you watch Crystal Palace, they play a similar system. You watch their 2 number 10s. They're excellent. They break through. And they're either side of these centre defenders, and they're breaking and they're making chances and creating. That's Crystal Palace. That's Crystal Palace.
Makes you think Garnacho gets a lot of our chances. So should our priority be the number 10 rather than the striker? Should it be where a majority of our money is going for? Because if you look at it, and I can't tell the difference, right? Because I don't know if it's like Rasmus Højlund, because I know you're saying like we're not supplying him and stuff, and we ain't got the 10s that's doing it, but I don't know if it's him not like they've lost trust in him, or he's not making the right movements, or the right runs, or in the box. Because I'm just struggling to think, like, is it him just not doing enough to get in?
If you look at Garnacho's stats, forget going forward. Look at his duels. Look at his tackles. Yeah. Do you see where I'm coming from? The things like that, it just doesn't do it. The lad just doesn't do it. It seems to like run his earth.
He works hard. Yeah, he works. He works hard.
It does. It gives that impressions what can earn. But if you look at the things what you would expect from a number 10 or whatever, creativity, right? When he loses the ball, regaining the ball, duels won in the opposition, in the opposition half, he doesn't do it. The lad doesn't do it.
Brad, you was gonna say something, Brad?
Cherky's my number 1 target for the number 10. Who's to play tomorrow? Actually, probably.
Everyone's talking about Cherky. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen him play over 90 minutes. I've seen like a lot of clips. I've heard his name a lot. I know he's getting into the national team. I've seen little bits and pieces, but I can't profess. I'm not going to do the football scholar thing of I know this kid 90 minutes every game. I'm telling you, he's the truth. The things I've seen him do in the clips, I'm going, Ross, like it looks proper. I saw that with Anthony.
Sorry, what's that?
Go on, Brad. What did you say?
I've watched a few games in the Europa League of him.
Okay, and he's looked good, yeah.
Yeah, he's an out and out creator. He's not going to be someone that's going to come in and score goals, but he will be an out and out creator. I think we need to get 2 number 10s. I would get Cherky and Cunha because I think them two will balance it out really well. Because Cunha's more of like 50-50 between goals and assists, and Cherky's just an out and out creator. I think them two would work really well.
Brad, if you had to pick one, between the two, who would it be? Cherky or Cunha?
I'll go Cherky.
Wow, we're agreeing a lot today.
But you know what? Yeah, I wanted to say one thing though. I've heard from the delegation that if you're going to go for Cherky, that he's another Sancho in terms of like problems off the pitch.
Oh mate,
Off the pitch.
What's going on? Is there substance to that, or is that
that's
just
enough? There's how much,
apparently?
apparently there's a reason he's going cheap, isn't it? He's going cheap as well. How much he can buy him for right now?
And he's got a
That's
release
a
clause or
financial
something.
situation now.
Oh,
They're in.
But I heard there's a reason why he's going for cheap. Is because he's I'm not going to say I've read this anywhere. This was a
I
delegate.
think Leon are going to get relegated.
I think he's got a release clause of like 25 million. To be fair,
yeah,
I
it's
think
not that much.
Yeah.
And then but also though, guess what? Well, yeah, exactly. If he, let's not get twisted, guys. If he does a madness tomorrow and at Old Trafford, what Bradley's saying and the whole thing around him will just change instantly. If he does a madness, because I've seen some of the touches he is capable of doing. Like he's obviously got tech and a lot of ability. So if he starts embarrassing players, chipping it over people's head, drop soda, see you later, lay it on a plate for Lacazette, does a madness, it will be instantly go and get him now. That's what it will change to. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know enough about him to have.
It's
that
what
strong
you want.
opinion.
Do you want entertainment?
No, I want wins.
Yeah, I just want
entertainment.
Yeah, I just
No, but he's gonna do.
I'll get Cunha all day. I know what I'm getting with him.
There's Eze, there's Kudus, there's Cunha. I don't know.
I forgot about Kudus.
You know, he's
Eze.
probably gonna go off to Saudi right now. I don't know what's gonna happen with Kudus, but you know, there's guys in the league, and there's other guys as well. Since Garnacho's playing as a wide wing, even though it's supposed to be a number 10, that opens the doors to guys like Mbuemo, Semenya. I don't even know that. It opens doors to other type of profiles of players that you can get for around the 40 odd million, 50 million.
That's true, actually. Yeah, because Salah looks like he's going to stay now. So
We could get both though, Cunha and Cherky, I think.
Yeah, 60. Yeah, because we've got paid this release clause for Cunha. Yeah, so Turkey, you're saying it's only 25. That's back to what Joe Blackman said. What Joe said about like what's going on with this, who's the outgoings. Because I was saying earlier, if you actually think about our team, we're kind of stacked for 10s. Not in the right quality, but in terms of the players that actually play there. Bruno, who we now see him as deeper than that, but he is supposed to really be in the 10. Garnacho is that. Xerxes is that. Kobe, let's face it, is if he's staying here, which I think he probably will, he's that. Mason Mount, I know there's problems with the injuries, etc., but that's where he plays. Ahmad, we don't know if he's going to be the right wing back or the right 10.
Or wing back.
Yeah, but a bit of both. So let's just say 5.5 then, not 6. There was one other person I feel like I'm missing. Eriksen's going to leave, but that's where he plays. So that's like 5.5, 6.5 players there. So something, and we clearly don't have the real quality to actually be in there. You're only really comfortable, let's be real, if Ahmad's in there. You know you're going to get something out of it or play in the right way. And obviously if Bruno plays there, it doesn't matter where he plays, he'll affect the game. So it is true what Joe says. What's the thinking? How much space are you going to free up? If Kobe stays and you're going to work on him to really, really be a 10, are you going to block his pathway, even though there's this big contract thing going on? So do you just go and get 110?
Mount's the same. You've got Mount as well.
The same. They believe in him. They clearly believe him. We're not going to sell him this summer, even if we tried. You know, he hasn't.
Are we sending him off to the mountains? Then is he coming back? Are we going to do that 6 months thing?
Maybe he's gone for 6 months.
coming back. Jaden's coming back.
Jaden can play there. He's going to impress in America.
Everything we've said is terrible right now.
You think he'll come back? I don't know, man.
I think he'll come
back. What if the manager likes him?
What
if the manager likes him?
Nah, he won't.
What if the manager likes? You say he won't. What do you mean? No, he won't. What if he likes him?
He won't, bro.
Who said that? Who told you that, Flex?
Flex, man. I said it. No.
Yeah, you told yourself that. That's what I'm saying. Who says the manager? Oh, I like how she did that. Oh, I think he might work as a 10.
Nah, there's no way.
Don't work hard enough.
No
He won't.
Listen, unless Ineos takes it out of his hands, who's telling you that he might not like him when he starts playing?
Joe, that's the intensity, isn't it? It's that physical intensity he's looking for. Yeah, now, Sancho,
I mean, no, but like that's he's digging his own grave there because Ineos and Ruben Amorim had such a strong, definitive stance about Marcus Rashford, and even Rashi was sort of a mixed reaction from not just the fans but everybody with respect to Manchester United. You're gonna bring somebody like Jadon Sancho, who's even, with all due respect, worse in terms of the stance amongst United fans, who has problems with discipline, who has problems with work and all that stuff. Like, no way on God's green earth he's bringing him back. Hell no.
Yeah. If he comes back, it'll be like last year, bro. He'll just be on tour in the sun,
You know
just
what?
training.
We'll see.
What are you saying,
if
Joe?
he
What?
likes
You think-
him? I'm just telling you. What if he
He's not
likes
gonna like-
him?
He's not gonna, man.
No, he's not gonna like him, bro.
Yo, I feel like Joe. I feel like Joe
You can't
knows
say
something we
he-
don't know. Joe,
He
what do you
isn't.
know? What do you know, Joe? What
I'm
do you
just
know?
saying.
Who's
I'm just
telling
saying
you
you
these
can't put
things?
any definitives. You can't put any definitives on it. Yeah, you don't know if the manager is gonna like how he plays and things. Oh,
What do
you guys
you
are gonna
think?
get
What
rid
do
of-
you think?
Think of
What do you
this.
think?
This is what I think. This is what I think. Yeah, I think we're gonna maybe fall into a trap if he comes back. We're gonna get rid of Garnacho. We're gonna get rid of Anthony. We're gonna get rid of Rashford, and he might go, well, I'm already short. Play this guy in pre-season. He does well in pre-season. He goes, let's not sell him because I'm already short. Yeah, and then we end up keeping Sancho for another season.
It's not.
Watch
It's
it
not
play
even
out.
only about what the manager wants. It's about what the player wants. You think the player wants to come back?
Yeah, that's true.
And now he's gonna
Yeah,
play.
you don't-
And if the manager,
you don't want that smoke.
remember, him and the
You don't
manager
want
have never played together. Yeah, he don't want it, but you never know.
You see
He might
Sancho's
do what
contract, yeah?
Ten Hag did to Martial, to Rashford and Martial the first season. Remember the arm around the shoulder. You're my guy. You're playing well. I like you. I need you. You never know. That's
You
all
see
I'm
his
saying.
contract expires next year at 26. My worry is that guy's going to walk out the door and we don't get nothing if we can't resolve that contract issue.
Is he done next year?
It's 26, unless we've got an option. It's 26.
Is Sancho's still on the original thing we signed him on? He never got an extension or anything, did he? Yeah, he's still on the original. We gave him we probably gave him a 5+1, didn't we? When was
If
that?
we got a
21.
+1, I'm not sure if we've got a +1, but I know it ends in his core is 26.
I'll have a look.
So he's been here 4 years. I'm sure we got him in 21, innit? 21-22 season. that
ESPN
would be-
says we have him in contract until 2026. Let me see if I can look up anything.
Is there a
further.
+1?
Let me take a look.
That's
Surely
what worries
with him,
me.
I'll be honest.
Because
Yeah.
he could
You
go
know
out
the
on
funny-
loan and do this whole loan thing and then just walk away. And
He
the thing
wants
goes
to.
through.
He wants to. He wants
That'd
to.
be nasty.
And
What, a
this
loan
is
to Dortmund
speculation.
next week,
He wants to.
next
He
year.
don't like us. He don't like us. He
Yeah,
Yeah,
wants
he
to
don't.
walk
No,
away.
he don't like us.
He wants to walk away. He hates
That's
us.
the thing.
Fat signing on fee. It'd be
Yeah,
nice.
we've got. We signed him when we signed him in 2021. It was a deal until June 2026 with an option of a further year. So technically, it could go to.
They will
2027.
definitely trigger that to give themselves some value. But I just think they think he probably won't get to that because he's going this summer. He's not. He's not. It's not. Before we finish off, everyone can Rashford watch gets PSG. Manjakushina says Onana is that friend who starts a fight with a group of rugby players, and you have to back up the man them knowing you are 1,000% losing that scrap. Rugby managers, because rugby guys are let's leave it, slow it. They're on different stuff. All right, peeps. Big show, man. Big opinions, of course, as always, man. Match day tomorrow.
Predictions.
Let's get the predictions in. Let's start with Bradley and go around the room. Bradley, what you saying?
1-1.
Okay, yeah, I like that. Kenny?
1-0 United.
Oh, clean sheet in Leon. Okay. Firms?
It's going to be a draw. Yeah, I'll go with 1-1.
Joe?
You don't know what I'm going to say. You don't know what I'm going to say.
Joe?
Oh, God, you know what? 2-1 to Leon and Matic scores, bro. That's what I feel about.
Or Zerky. And Zerky.
Bro, my heart is a mad clanger from Onana as well. He's going to do a bad score, bro.
Yeah, you've got no faith.
He's
You've got no
gonna
faith
do
in
it.
him.
I've got no faith right now. You don't want to hear what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling if I'm telling the truth. You know what?
Yeah, no, tell the truth.
That's the truth. I was going to say,
Yeah.
2-0 Man United, you know, yeah, Onana keeps a clean sheet,
No,
Manchester
no.
United. No, but the truth in my heart, that's
You
what I
feel,
put a bet
you
on.
feel he's done the wrong thing doing that now. It's yeah. All right. Okay.
Good
Good vibes, John.
All right,
Bring them good vibes on this good result.
Yeah, it's gonna be 0-0 at the half. Yeah, late
Yeah.
into the second half, there's gonna be a chance, and Andre and Nana, insane saves, absolute vibes. Harry Maguire's gonna come hugging from the back. Casemiro's gonna come hugging from the front. They're gonna sandwich his ass. He's gonna be all pumped up, and you're not gonna go in 3-0. Oh shit! I hit the wrong pad. Wrong pad.
There's some exit me.
Wait.
I want what you're on. Whatever you're on.
And John just hit the wrong pad as well, so he didn't even believe what he was saying, bro. Oh mate. Owen, I think you already said a draw, didn't you?
2-1. 2-1, man.
Oh no, you said 2-1. You said 2-1. You said 2-1. Sorry, 2-1 United. I'm going with a draw. I think it'll be a draw, and then we win at Old Trafford. I think it'd be similar. I think it'd be like the Sociedad. I think we 1-1, and then we get back and deal with them. J-Ball TV says defending Onana sometimes feels like defending Ye. Crazy. Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy. All right, people, we are out of here. Smash the like on the video, guys. Enjoy your evening. Take care. We're gone.